Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thirsty Thursday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host. Let me get this straight for you guys. The one, the only Philly Pete, and we are here live on Dingo TV, channel 217. That's Dingo TV, channel 217, and of course, a 24/7 streaming platform that we have with 12 Ounce Sports. So welcome aboard. Of course, the Twitter itself, the X, has live TV as well. Come on by, check us out. And also, we're live on YouTube. Come on by, check us out. Let's go. One of the hottest NHL, not only NHL, but the world of sports when it comes to gambling, sports betting, and much more in terms of every sport. That's where you're getting the best out of. I am your host, the one, the only Philly Pete, and we're here live. Like I said, come on by, check us out. We're also live on YouTube as well. Come on by. Let's rock and roll. Huge NHL card. The Magic, like I said, in the NBA, they keep cashing us out more and more and more. Of course, I didn't have my show last night, but Magic took care of business against the Heat last night in the NBA. All right, so look out for a lot of Magic bets this year for Orlando. They cashed us out a lot last season in the NBA, so I'm looking forward to betting them a lot more this year too. So just be on the lookout for some Orlando Magic NBA bets. I think last year when I bring it up, we went 8-2 with them, including the playoffs. So pretty solid to hear there. But anyway, huge NHL card tonight. You had one game last night, and the over hit. First period under did not. Clients had the same game parlay, first period over, full game over. And of course, you had one goal in the first period, only for the second period to have, an eruption of 5-6 goals. Crazy, just crazy. That's how it works in the NHL sometimes. But it's all good. You have 9 games tonight on the slate. It's going to be a lot of hockey on this show. So let's get to it. Hopefully everyone's going home from work safe. That's all that matters. It's Thursday, grinding out the rest of the week. Tomorrow's Friday. Like I said, we're getting through the week, no problem, without any issues, and we're smelling the weekend. We are absolutely smelling the weekend. All right, quick updates. I do every sport in here in the world of sports. A little bit of a recap from NBA last night. Well, I'll run through the scores real quick and then see what we have on tap for tonight. Pacers beat the Pistons. Hawks over the Nets. Magic winners by 19 points against the Heat. I mean, crazy, crazy, crazy. I love to see that. Bucks over the Sixers. Cavs over the Raptors. Hornets over the Rockets. Pelicans over the Bulls. Jazz over the Grizzlies over the Jazz. Suns over the Clippers in the OT. Warriors destroying the Blazers by 35 points. Ridiculous. Paul George progressing. He'll miss another couple games for the Sixers. This is why I never liked Paul George to be part of the Sixers team. Never did. Injury prone. That's how it always works with him. That's how it's always worked for his entire career, for the most part. Okay. Solid seasons with Indiana, but he went to Oklahoma City and then he just started to fall apart. Never been healthy. It's a shame. Fragile. You have two fragile chandeliers on this team when it comes to Embiid and when it comes to Paul George. And of course, Embiid also not playing last night. This is why the NBA is a joke. It's just pathetic how the quality of the season has been. It's the quality, and how the sport has become. It's a shame. The only highlight of the night was LeBron and Bronny James Jr. making history and playing basically playing together on the court in the season opener last night or 2 nights ago, and the Lakers defeating the T-Wolves there. So it was nice to see. But the whole load management thing's a joke. Embiid was pumping himself up all season long, or off season, I should say. I just don't buy it. I absolutely don't buy it. Anyway, tonight, 4 games: Celtics, Wizards, Spurs, Mavs, Thunder, Nuggets, which should be a good one, T-Wolves, and the Kings. Tonight, 4-game slate in the NBA. All right, headlines tonight. We have Thursday Night Football, Minnesota Vikings and the LA Rams. Minnesota -3 currently, and you have the return of Puka Nacua, and you have the return of Cooper Kupp. This is going to help tremendously for the Rams here tonight. Don't be surprised if the Rams win this one this evening. I would not be surprised if this happens. A lot of speculation about Cooper Kupp being traded, and more reason so to give him a good night tonight. Hawkinson is out for tonight as well, so that's a lot of talks of him playing, but not happening. Not happening this evening at all. So let's bring out the speaking of football real quick in NFL. I gotta do a free play in the NFL. All right, let's do that tonight. And the line's dropping. It's now 2.5. All right, and personally, I just feel as though, I feel like this could be a bingo bango bongo sort of situation where the Rams cover, but the Vikings win this game. It's Thursday Night Football. It's going to be crazy. It usually is sloppy, and it could be a blowout, or it just could be an extra close game. I lean the Rams here tonight +3. I really, really do. Big players coming back. Like I said, Nacua, Kupp coming back. And, a lot of people thought that it was going to be week 9 that Nacua would come back. He was ready to rock and roll now. And you got to take the 3 while it's available. It's going to move to 2. I'm telling you, it's going to be 2.5 by the time it goes down tonight. But if 3 is still around, you get 3. I feel good. I don't really trust the Vikings right now either. Sam Darnold is somewhat regressing a little bit. Lead tackler is out, and the Vikings pretty much the week after facing the Lions this year, they're 0-4 straight up and against the spread. So, that's saying a lot right there against Minnesota. Not liking those odds there. But Darnold, can he keep up the pace here? Can he keep playing the way he's been doing? But at the end of the day, I mean, LA looks weak, and they lost some key components, but they were close enough in these games here where they could have won. All right. And again, offense is coming back. This might step up Stafford a little bit as well, revamp that offense. Kyron Williams, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Stafford, and I feel like, at home in LA, okay, at SoFi, I feel like, this is great news for Matt Stafford. Big time help coming back. And I feel like this is going to wake up the defense as well. A little bit of motivation. So give me the LA Rams +3 tonight as my free play in the NFL this evening. All right, so that's what I like. LA Rams +3 tonight against the Vikings. NBA, I don't like anything this evening in the NBA for a free play. If I leaned anything, I like Minnesota -1 or a pick. That's what I'm digging in this one. A lot of overs, to be honest. A lot of overs in the first couple days of the NBA season. So, but not really digging much. But I do lean the T-Wolves -1 there against Sacramento. That's about it. And then tomorrow we have Orlando and the Nets. All right. So Magic Nets in Orlando, and it looks like the line is -11 for the Magic. Stay tuned for a possible tweet from me about a possible Orlando Magic play, and we'll go from there. Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Let me take a quick 2-minute commercial break. When I get back, we are going to rock out the NHL tonight. Really, we're going to rock out the NHL, give you guys some insights. We got 9 games on taps, and I'll give you guys some free plays on top of that. This is the Thursday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. Sit back, relax, give me 2, and I will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break. This is the Thirsty Thursday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one, the only Philly Pete. We're here live on Dingo TV, channel 217, and of course, the 24/7 12 Ounce Sports streaming platform. And also, don't forget, we're live on the X, the TV that they have now, live TV. You can stream us now. And also, don't forget YouTube. Come on in. YouTube subscribers, come on in. Subscribe to 12 Ounce Sports. And make sure you're following me at The Real Pete Toots. You could look at it right there. Follow me. I'll follow you back. We're going to have some fun. NHL season has come to a great start, I should say, for the most part, for clients. Free plays have been solid. Subscribers plays have been solid. Dub Club clients, just about 10.5 units up this season. So plus 10.55 units overall. So, I mean, we're doing pretty well to start the season, I have to say. So let's keep this stroll tonight. Big card tonight on the menu. Couple anytime goal scorers. I will give you guys a goal scorer prop that I like, along with a few free plays. It's a loaded menu. And also on top of that, you get a free week for free. I mean, I'm still doing this. It's coming to the end of October, but I'm still rolling it. I'm going to roll the dice and give you guys a free week trial when you sign up with my services on Dub Club until the first week of November. All right. Going to give back to the community because I appreciate all the love and support. So let's rock and roll. Comments. If you like any game for this evening, let me know. All right. Comments are open. I'm willing to answer any of your questions and what kind of bets you like, and we'll go from there. All right. Let's kick it off in the NHL. All right. Massive menu tonight with 9 games. Last night, we saw the Capitals take care of business again with the Flyers. Flyers 6 in a row now that they've dropped. Over was not a problem. Okay. First period over was a problem. All right. So, and of course, the Capitals ended up winning that game last night. Let's start off. Let's kick everything off with Toronto. Let's go to Toronto. All right. St. Louis. We got the Blues and we got the Leafs. All right, over under here is at 6 at minus 120. Toronto minus 250 on the money line. St. Louis, you're getting plus 200. Okay, both teams 4-3. Over unders are 3 and 4. You can get some good value here with the puck line for Toronto at plus 110. Shop around for the best spot. Now, in terms of consensus, from what I'm seeing here on most of these books from today and most of the week here with this game coming up, 72% of the money here is leaning on Toronto. That's too much money for my liking. I do like Toronto in this matchup, but I am never dropping a minus 250 ever when it comes to gambling. The minus 1 you can get at around minus 140-ish. Toronto in regulation at minus 140, or we can take a little bit of value here with that puck line. A little, maybe a 5-2 sort of game, 5-3 sort of game. It really depends how Toronto comes out at home. All right. You have Wall coming in net for Toronto, see what happens here, and I just feel as though I do feel like we're going to get some goals tonight. St. Louis is not, they've been back and forth when it comes to scoring, but I feel like tonight we're going to get, what we want. If it was in St. Louis, I might would have taken the under here, but I like the over in this spot. Okay, so when it comes to this game, and it looks like 60% of the money currently that I'm seeing is on the over 6 here as well. I like the over 6 in this game. I also like Toronto first period puck line to cover that, and that's around plus 130. And then I like Toronto in regulation at minus 140. You have to imagine they had a terrible night against Columbus. We also cashed out that Blue Jackets plus 170 money line the other night. So that was some good money for everyone there. But you have to imagine that's a bad taste in their mouths, and they want to take it out on St. Louis. Berube playing his old squad where he was at the helm. We'll see. This should be an interesting matchup either way. But I like Toronto. I like them in regulation here. I would even lean the -1 if if you think there's going to be overtime. You can at least push with that -1 if they win in overtime. Otherwise, I like the over here and Toronto first period puck line minus a half a goal, I should say, at plus 130. So a couple good different scenarios here in this game. I also like Jordan Kyrou to notch a point here tonight. That's something that I would consider here as well. Okay, Minnesota, Tampa. This should be an interesting one as well. Two really solid teams to start the season. Minnesota 0-1-1, Tampa 4-2. Tampa with minus 160 on the money line here tonight. 68% of the consensus money to currently, riding with the Bolts. And it looks like the over-under, it's been going back and forth. I saw it last night or yesterday afternoon at 5.5. It went up to 6, and it's at minus 120. So a little bit of juice. But it looks like the public is split on that. 50-50 on the over or under. Minnesota gave us a really good game the other night. They played well. You're heading to Tampa now. And I feel like, Tampa's been playing good. They have been. It's a little pricey for my liking. It is a little pricey for my liking, but I do like Tampa in this spot here. Again, another situation where you can consider the puck line. Minus 1.5 on the puck line is plus 160 for Tampa. All right. And don't get me wrong, Minnesota's playing really good hockey so far. Nothing against them whatsoever. But if you're looking for value, that puck line is a good spot this evening for Tampa. I lean the over 6 here as well. Quite frankly, we've seen Minnesota score, and Tampa could score out of nowhere as well with that lineup that they have too on offense. Simple as that. Over 6 is my spot. It looks like the Flower is in net for Minnesota. I'm not really sure how he's going to come out this evening. That's why I also lean Tampa. I'm going Tampa -1 this evening as well. So the minus 160, it's pricey. It's just so pricey. If you're a money line guy, I wouldn't put anything more than a quarter unit on it if that's what you're playing. But when it comes to value, I like the spread at plus 160, -1.5. And, I like the over in this spot here. And again, Tampa -1. I just don't know how Marc-Andre Fleury is going to be this evening tonight against Tampa. So it's going to be interesting. It's interesting to see how he does. All right, moving on. Florida and the New York Rangers, the red hot New York Rangers. Florida 4-3-1, Rangers 5-0-1. Over under right now. Florida is 6-2 with their overs since the beginning of the season. So obviously, it's been rolling. Rangers at -160 currently. It looks like 75% of the public money is riding the Rangers, and it looks like 60% of the public money is on the over. I'm not surprised. Okay, again, another game where, another spot where I am going to keep betting the Rangers until, my money can no longer take it. Okay, they're playing great hockey, and I will, again, another spot that I had the Rangers -1 at, or if you want to take value, that puck line at -1.5, you're looking at anywhere between plus 160 to plus 170. Shop around. It's good money. It's good value. But tonight I'm definitely rocking the Rangers -1 as well. I mean, it's hard not to. I'm not dropping the -160. It's too much for my liking. And The over 5.5 is at -125. I'm very surprised that this is not at 6, considering that Florida's overs are 6-2 to start the season. They've been letting up goals and they've been scoring. It really, to me, it just really depends if, I don't know if this is a sucker bet, but again, another game where I do like the over. I do. I like the over in this spot here, over 5.5. Florida played Minnesota a couple nights ago, and that was an over. That was a nice easy over. Thanks to Minnesota there. But I'm on the over first period 1.5. I like that spot. I like the full game over 5.5. And again, I'm doing favoritism here, and I lean the Rangers tonight. I truly do. They're red hot. I want to keep betting them until they lose. That's usually how it works. That's usually how it works with, that's how it's been with the Flames. That's how it's been with the Jets. It's just a matter of time. Simple as that. So that's where I'm rolling this evening. All right. Probably the toughest game of the night right now I'm looking at. There's a couple tough ones this evening, but Dallas-Boston. All right. Dallas 5-2 and Boston 3-1. All right. Not the Boston Bruins team that you're used to seeing in years past, but Dallas is 1-5-1 in their first 7 games of the NHL in terms of the under. Okay. The under's been cashing out for the most part for Dallas. This is basically a pick 'em. The over-under set here is at 5.5. A lot of people I've been seeing like the over in this game. I'm not a fan of this over at all. Boston got shut out against the Preds the other night. Sure, will they come out flying? They could. All right. Boston Dallas first period under sounds really good. Maybe even a draw. I like worst case it's 1-1 or it's 0-0. But I like the first period under 1.5 in this game. I like the full game under 5.5, and you're getting plus money here. Under 5.5 is at plus 105. 70% of the money is going towards Boston, and I'm not surprised, but I'm going the other way here. I like Dallas. I like the Stars here tonight, minus 105. On the money line, small money. This is probably the toughest game on the card. Okay, to be honest with you all, but I like Dallas. I know Boston, they're going to come back. They had no goals. They got shut out against Nashville. But, again, it's a spot where I feel like, Boston could come out red hot or they could come out flat. Dallas hasn't looked great at all, lately, really. Started out red hot, and then they dropped a couple. So I'm going to ride Dallas here tonight. Small money line at minus 105. I lean the under 5.5 at plus 105. And I like the first period under 1.5 as well. Dallas has only hit one first period over so far this evening, or this year so far. So something to consider as well. So there you go. Dallas money line under first period, under 5.5. If I'm looking for a player to score, obviously Robertson is always a good spot. Okay, Robertson's always a good one. Jamie Benn you can even consider as well for Dallas. So those are a couple of options out there to those that are big anytime goal scorer bettors out there. All right, moving on. I got 5 games left, 7 minutes with you guys. It's going to be a little bit of a rapid fire. New Jersey, Detroit, over-under is at 6.5. New Jersey's 5-3-1. The over is 3-5-1 for New Jersey lately. Detroit's 3-3. They're even. Again, big time juice on New Jersey tonight at minus 180. I like them in regulation tonight. I also like the under this evening as well. I do feel as though Jersey can score as well. It just depends. Can Detroit score tonight at home? And I feel like they can. I think this is going to be a high scoring game, along with the next game I'm going to be talking about. And it should be fun. It should be a high flying game there in Hockey Town. So Jersey in regulation, give me over 6.5. I like the first period over as well. And simple as that. We'll move on from there. Then you have the night games. Colorado, Utah. All right, Colorado minus 155 on the money line. The over 6.5 now is at plus 100. You could buy down to over 6 at minus 140. A little juicy, but considering how these overs have been for both these teams, you got to consider it. 60% of the money is going towards the Avalanche right now via public, and it looks like it's a split between the over/under. Right off the bat, I'm on the over 6 here. I'll be quite blunt. Like this, I'm going with the over, and it's a no-brainer for me. I know Utah has kind of been slacking on the goals, but Colorado's been scoring. Okay, they're scoring. I know it went under in the Kraken game and the San Jose game, but prior to that, they've been red hot. 4-2-1 in the overs. Utah's 4-3 in the overs. Smash the over 6 for me in this game here tonight. I expect to see goals. I do like the Avalanche tonight. Again, I lean that way. I don't have a play on the side, but the over is a play of mine. I also like the first period over as well. Again, a game that I could see a ton of goals being scored, and it should be fun. It should be fun. The Utah Hockey Club, which I would hope would have been the Yeti, but obviously it makes sense because of you had the Avalanche there. So it is what it is. But this is going to be a fun game tonight. Avs Utah over 6. First period over 1.5, and a slight lean towards Colorado in a victory there. All right, Carolina Calgary. All right, this is going to be my dog of the night here. Carolina, Calgary plus 165, Carolina minus 200, 3-2 for Carolina, 1-3-1 on the in favors of the unders. Calgary, again, a team that I'm going to keep betting until they lose. All right, 5-0-1, 3-3 with the overs. Give me the Calgary Flames on the money line. I'm not hesitating. I'm taking it. Okay, 55% of the public is on Carolina, which isn't a lot at all. Which is why I'm optimistic about this spot here for Calgary. And I'm going to keep rolling the dice with the Flames. Give me them. Give me the Calgary Flames plus 165 or plus 170 on the money line as my dog play of the evening. I also lean the under 6.5. Okay, under 6.5, you can get at minus 135. The under 6 is at plus 100. Whatever it takes. I just feel like this could be a defensive game. But I like the under. But my main spot in this game is the Calgary Flames money line at plus 165, plus 170. I just love the spot. Don't if it's why bother? Why bother? Fixing something if it's if it's already broke. So there's no point in doing it. And until the wheels come off on Calgary, my butt is not going against them. So Flames money line, dog of the night, plus 165. That's where I'm at, and the under 6.5. All right. The two nightcaps. All right, 10 o'clock and 10:30. Winnipeg, Seattle. Winnipeg undefeated, 6-0. Seattle 4-3. Okay. Both teams leaning on the unders in terms of over-unders this evening. You don't know what kind of Seattle team you're going to get, or Winnipeg in terms of scoring. Seattle scored 7 on Nashville. They only scored 2 against Colorado. It's been a back and forth in terms of that situation. Winnipeg's getting 62% of the public money right now, and it's a split on the over-under. All right. Again, I like Seattle. I think it's. I know I'm going against my rule here, but I haven't really bet on Winnipeg at all this season. Quite frankly, I think I've had them once this season so far. And that's really it. Seattle at plus 110 at home. They lost to Colorado, in overtime, and I feel as though they deserve to win that game, Seattle. So I want to roll it back. Give me the Kraken, plus 110 on the money line. I also lean the under 5.5, under 6, whatever you can get it at. Under 5.5 is plus 100. Under 6 is about minus 140-ish. So whatever tickles your fancy, that's what I'm there for. So give me Seattle plus 110 on the money line and the under in this evening. And then the nightcap, San Jose, LA, over under here is at 6. I'm taking a chance here. I love it. Looks like 70% of the public money is with LA. They're just coming home from nearly 3 weeks of being away. I'm not sure how they're going to be at home. The under 6 looks good, but give me San Jose plus 270 on the money line. That's what I like. I want to take a shot. San Jose Sharks money line, or even the draw, about plus 330-ish. But I'm going to take a shot. San Jose Sharks money line plus 270. That minus 350, 330 is ridiculous for a team that's coming back from nearly a 3-week road trip. Not sure how they're going to react tonight. Sharks, I know they're winless, but it's worth a shot for that price. All right, let's go. San Jose Sharks money line plus 270, and that's it. There you go. That's your Thursday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. Let's win some money tonight, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get